Alrighty, this is a instructional video on one of our beginning sewing projects called Plastic Canvas. And this is a stack of examples. I'm just going to flip through them. This is a Texas flag. This is a Precious Moments. It was actually a color sheet. This was a candy cane done at Christmas time, and this was a color sheet as well. This is a Hello Kitty. And that's a professional organization that I'm a member of. There's one that a student did of a Tweety bird. This is one of our first patterns, Pillsbury Doughboy. Some student made Texas made and put the longhorn the wrong color, so they left it. And then there's Butterfly, which was a color sheet. Now, the students, I have several books that I have, and the students can pick from designs that are in the book, which are previous students' projects, and there'll be all kind of things in here. And if they want to design their own or do something different, I've had students bring t-shirts and we enlarge pictures, or they'll download something off the internet. I even had a student, I wish I had a copy of it, that actually drew her face. We enlarged it on paper. She put it on canvas. Okay, first thing you'll need is some canvas. This is size 7s, what I usually use for class. And they sell it at the store, Walmart, Hobby Lobby, Michaels. And then you will need some yarn. And I usually provide my class with the yarn. They have to buy their canvas. And then the size needle that's needed is size 16 plastic canvas needle. It's called plastic canvas needle, but it is actually a metal needle, and it's a size 16, has very blunt end. You need a pair of scissors. I did download some instructional sheets off the internet. This is just a cover I made. I found this on the internet, and I downloaded it. Just basic instruction about how to stitch. You'll notice all the stitches are running to the right and sideways, and that's very important that they're all the same. And then some information about, and then blanks in case the kids want to do their own. What I'm going to show you is basically how to start. Whenever they decide on their design, they're going to put it on top of their design and trace around. This is a Sharpie, and they trace around their design. Okay, and then what I'm going to do right now is just very quickly show you how to start one. You want to cut a piece of yarn about arm's length. The easiest way for me to thread is to put it on the needle, pinch it in between my fingers, and actually put the eye of the needle over the thread, and then just go ahead and pull it through. You want to leave one long, one short, and no knot. Kind of smooth it out and get rid of any wrinkles. Now this canvas has already started. I'm just going to turn it upside down just to show you how to begin one, because let's pretend this one has no yarn in it. You're not going to go in the first hole. You're going to go in the second hole, and you're going to pull it. Well, you're not going to pull it that hard. You're going to pull it till you got about 1 inch hanging out in the back. You want about 1 inch of the yarn. You're going to hold it with your other finger that's back there. All the stitches run to the same direction. Okay, and if I'm moving from the right side to the left side of the canvas, like I'm doing right now, it's always from the bottom. You come in at the bottom of the stitch and go down at the top at an angle, not up and down, but at an angle. Now remember, I'm holding that little tail in the back, and I'm working my thread around it. Okay, and so there won't be any tail hanging out in the back. I'll turn it over in just a second. Again, you go from the bottom to the top at an angle sideways, only one stitch. There are some other stitches, but I'll show you those later. And then once I have this all covered, then I don't have to hold my hand back there anymore. And you can see on the back, there's no tail there. It's all covered underneath. And what you're doing right now at the beginning is learning tension, and not to pull it too tight, not to pull it too loose. And I have found, and I'll go real slow, I've been going fast, that if you kind of grab the fabric, grab the yarn with your fingers and hold it, the needle won't come undone all the time. Now when you get to the other end and you turn around and come back, let's pretend we're at the end. You're going to turn around and come back. When you're moving from the left to the right, you want to come in at the top of the stitch and go down. And you do share holes with the previous stitch. So if, again, you come in at the top and you go down, keeping that same angle, where all the stitches run the same. If it starts to curl on you, and sometimes it does, what you want to do is just let your needle drop off the edge and let it unwind. It'll unwind, because sometimes it wants to curl on you. And then again, top to bottom. Again, just a reminder, when you're moving from the right to the left, it's from the bottom to the top. When you're moving from the left to the right side of the canvas, it's from the top to the bottom.